How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So, welcome to the Wellness and Wahala podcast, my tribe. We have a special guest today. So, his name is Boyede Sobitan. He is the co-founder of OjaExpress. So, if you guys don't know what Oja is, that's like, in the Nigeria, when we say out, they go to Oja to go and get some food or go and get clothes or any type of Oja you want. So he has this wonderful, innovative Oja Express app that we're going to talk about more. But thank you for joining the Wellness and Wahala podcast, Boyede.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been some time getting our schedules to link up. So
yes, you've been busy. So thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule. So let people know who you be, so you know yourself better than all of us. So let us know who you be.
No, definitely. Thanks for the introduction and thanks for having me on the show. My name is Boyede Sobitan. I'm a self-professed Nigerian. I'm from Chicago, of Nigerian descent. That has a lot that we can talk about that a little bit later, but I have a very circuitous, if I might say, path to entrepreneurship. I started my career actually as a registered nurse in ICU here in one of the busiest ICUs in Chicago. I eventually moved up to management after getting my master's in healthcare administration. Done management and healthcare administration, done consulting. And through all of that, I really noticed an issue that my co-founder and I were trying to address. And that issue was to make sure that people from different immigrant backgrounds had access to their cultural groceries, which was the impetus or the motivation for starting OjaExpress.
That is wonderful. So even in your busy time, being a senior health administration, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but you started OjaExpress. When did you start it?
Well, the concept was a while ago. So it's interesting when people ask me when I started. Mm-hmm. I'll probably say I started laying the bricks for OjaExpress maybe like 4 to 5 years ago. Okay. I was still working. There's a lot of issues when it comes to funding Black startups. So my co-founder and I were pretty much working on jobs and kind of building the business as we were working. Once we got to a point where we thought it was we could take the risk to go in full time. So we went full time. I went first. I went full time May. Was it May? Yeah, May of last year. April or May last year. Okay. 2019, and my co-founder went full time this year. So we've been moving fast, trying to really build a product that is designed with culture in mind and really designed for the people who we hope to serve. So
nice. So I think that's like prophetic, because now, at least in the pandemic, many people are trying to stay safe and want to still have access to our Afro-Caribbean foods and so it's great that OjaExpress is fully active now, and I think more people should even take access to using OjaExpress instead of going physically to the store and driving to try to look for groceries, and then you're putting yourself at risk if other people don't have masks. I think the pandemic definitely accelerated our growth and what we're trying to do. But when we started OjaExpress, what we're thinking about, or what we're looking at, was the fact that when you think about grocery shopping, even if you're African, Caribbean, Latinx, Indian, whatever immigrant group you're from, when you go to your home store, so to speak, the experience is not quite the same as if you're going to like a Kroger's or like a Jewel Osco here in Chicago or Albertsons. And then it's just not a very good experience. It's crowded. It's not comfortable. You got people fighting over who's first to get their meat cut. I mean, the whole experience is just something. It's drama. I love the wild.
Right, exactly. So what we're thinking about when we think about people who are more in the millennial rate and possibly younger, like this is not going to be it, right? Like we grew up with Amazon. We grew up with a lot of these different services that allows us to stay connected culturally, but we don't have to deal with the stress of it. So OjaExpress was really that platform that we wanted to make sure that for our generation, and also the older generation too, because they get older, they don't want to be lugging hundreds of pounds of groceries around. How do we allow them to still have access to those stores that they love without the stress associated with it, the driving, the parking, the risking the parking tickets, the running into that one auntie you've been trying to avoid for a couple of years, all the stuff that comes along with just the whole ethnic grocery shopping experience. We just take that out. I mean, we have customers who've driven from miles, hundreds of miles, just to find out that they're out of gari or they don't have any good yams. If they use our service, they would have to have that experience, right? We'll tell them that they're not here, they can get whatever they want, but they don't have to worry about the exertion of energy just to be disappointed.
Yes. And that is an excellent point. And I want people to know it's not just people in Chicago. Even if you're not in Chicago. So me, I'm based out of state, but my momsy is in Chi-Town. And I was able to order some ingredients for her on the OjaExpress app. And especially like Chi-Town, summertime Chi is cool. But like in the winter time, especially if you have an elderly or somebody that's disabled and they can't go out, even if you're not physically in Chicago, but you have loved ones in Chicago, you can order on the OjaExpress app. And I just ordered my Shigerian t-shirt, so it just came in the mail. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So I'll be repping that for my birthday that's coming up.
Yep.
In another week. But yeah, so he also has like fly apparel and t-shirts that you can get, and I think it's just really good. Like, you saw a problem, you saw a gap, and you were able to bring really great solutions. And this pandemic, I think, just increases the demand of why OjaExpress is vital. So even if you're not in Chicago, but you have loved ones there, it's still a great app to try to order and help out your family members.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yes. But as a nurse, how is it going too? So how are you balancing, being a nurse and a health administrator and OjaExpress and still doing just an excellent job?
Well, you know what? I've actually took a bit of a career sabbatical. We really want to focus on OjaExpress. We really think that this is an opportunity to address issues of food access in immigrant communities. Everybody doesn't have a car, especially living in a big city. I mean, we see people who got to the store on a bus, took 3 buses to get there. So we really want to make sure we get this product up and running, and we also expand the product to other cities throughout the country. And OjaExpress is not just for, we started, of course, with the African Caribbean community for obvious reasons. But we're for other communities too. So we're working with a lot of Latinx grocers on our platform to get on our platform. We're talking to some Indian grocers. So we really see ourselves our vision has become the United Nations of groceries at your fingertips. So we really see that as our mission. So I had to take a little bit step away from the best side in the boardroom for a little bit to make sure that this product that we're developing, the service that we're providing, does what it's intended to do.
I think that is excellent. So because there's a diverse community of just not just Africans, Caribbeans, and it can be anybody, even Oimbo. There's a lot of people that are not within our culture or race, but appreciate our food, like jollof. And of course, I would say Nigeria has the best jollof. But
that's just a statement of facts, though.
So my Ghana people, my Senegalese people, I love you guys, but So, but I have a lot of Oimbo friends. I have even one guy. I mean, he was in the Peace Corps.
Yeah,
he speaks fluent Hausa, and he loves Nigerian food and spicy Nigerian food. So, it's really for everybody that just loves ethnic and diverse food. So, I just think that you're doing such a great job. Please keep up the good work. So how can people follow you? How can people download your app? Let people know your contact information. Yeah,
definitely. We would definitely love people to go visit our website, www.OjaExpress, all one word, OjaExpress.com. You can find us on all social media channels. We're really trying to display food and culture. We definitely think we're We are where food, culture, and technology kind of meets all in one place. So they can find us there. Definitely, we're in Chicago right now, but we have some big plans for the latter part of this year and also in 2021. So if look out, we might be in your city coming up soon. Won't be surprised. Again, we really rely on community support. We are very even though we're a tech company, we're very community focused, and our product is centered around community. And when we say community, we just don't mean just like the people we serve specifically, but also we're talking about the store owners, for who often don't have the technology infrastructure to compete with the Amazon and some of the big players. So we want to be able to provide them technology solutions to serve their customers better.
I think that that's excellent, and I look forward to the expansion here in the U.S. and hopefully OjaExpress will go globally. So in Africa and in the Caribbean, my last post was in Jamaica, serving overseas. We don't have Amazon. So if we had something similar like a OjaExpress in Nigeria and Ghana and Jamaica, it'll be very nice. So I think that even after a pandemic, is usually, a lot of people don't understand that during pandemics, a lot of people lose their jobs. And right after pandemic, most pandemics and epidemics, there's usually a food crisis, in some cases even a famine. And a lot of farmers are being affected. So I really hope and pray that OjaExpress not only expands locally here in the U.S., but even globally, because it will really fill a big gap that I saw, at least even living overseas and trying to navigate, what store should I go to? And then just like you said, the wahala of going to some of those stores, and then you drive, and you're like, what? You're out of coconuts and pounded yam, and what?
Yeah, exactly. Well, from your lips to God's ears, we definitely again see ourselves as being one of those brands that we're built by immigrants and for immigrants. I mean, the people on our team range from Nigeria, Ghana, Jordan, Syria, Jamaica, Cuba, Brazil. I mean, those are the people encompassing who are really building this product and really providing this service. So not just me, my co-founder Fola as well. We make sure that we brought a diverse team to make sure that our team reflects the populations and the cultures of the people that we're serving.
That is excellent. So, and I hope, I know you guys are doing great work here in the diaspora. So, and I declare, you heard it first on Bonus and Wahala podcast. They're gonna go global by God's grace.
Amen. Oh, amen.
I claim it. So I will end with the African proverb of the week in relation to OjaExpress. It says, "A hungry lion will make friends with a hyena," and that comes from Botswana. Once again, a hungry lion will make friends with a hyena. So OjaExpress is friends to everybody. You understand? So if you want to enjoy great food and products, and clothes and just the great services, they have great services. They're affordable. They're accessible. Please contact OjaExpress. So thank you once again, and I wish you no wahala. Boyede, God bless.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you to your audience, and also just want to end it, if I may, with letting your audience know that you all we deserve to have services for us, and we deserve to support entrepreneurs who are building services for us. So for anybody else out there who's thinking about starting a business, and you have the spirit and the mindset of service, go ahead and do it, and then things will just start to be added to you to make that dream or that business come to fruition. So
yes, that's a good motivation. Take the first step, and believe it, so you can do anything. And Boyede is a great example. I mean, he's a nurse, he's a health administrator. He's doing well successfully, in his career on his own, but he still saw this gap, and he had a passion. And even like you guys put out great recipes. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, look at this recipe on your Instagram, your IG page. So even if you don't know how to cook, he got recipes on there, everything. So if you have a dream, Boyede is a great testimony with his OjaExpress that, anything is possible. So thank you once again for being on the Wahala and Wellness podcast.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.